You know what's wild? Every now and then in sports, something happens that completely flips everything you thought you knew. Moments that shake the entire industry, make legends nervous, and turn rookies into overnight sensations. And what I'm about to share is exactly one of those moments. Picture this. A typical tournament day. The sun is shining on flawless greens. Cameras are rolling, and the crowd is cheering. Then suddenly it happens. One single move, one decision, and everything changes. The audience goes silent. People's jaws drop. Phones start buzzing nonstop. Within minutes, social media is on fire. Within hours, every major sports network is covering it. And within days, the entire golf world has to react. But here's what makes this story truly unbelievable. The person at the center of it isn't some unknown rebel trying to get attention. This is someone who's already well known, someone whose every move is closely watched. And yet, even they manage to shock everyone. No, we're talking about Charlie Woods, Tiger Woods' son. The kid everyone expected to play by the rules, golf's golden boy. Someone who had everything to lose. So what happened? What rule did he break that's now shaking the golf world to its core? Was it a technical mistake? Something personal? Was it on purpose or an accident? And most importantly, what does Tiger think about all of this? Because here's the part most people aren't talking about. This isn't just about Charlie. This moment affects his father's legacy, his family's reputation, and maybe even the future of golf itself. The truth is more complicated than anyone realizes. By the end of this video, you'll see Charlie Woods in a whole new light. You'll understand why this moment matters, and you might even start to question whether breaking the rules is always wrong. But before we get into all the explosive details, let me ask you, are you ready? And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on notifications. We bring you the most shocking golf stories you won't see anywhere else, and you definitely don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's rewind a bit. To understand why Charlie's actions are such a big deal, you need to know who he is. And yes, he's Tiger Woods' son, which already puts him in the spotlight. But Charlie wasn't just born into golf royalty. He truly embraced it. From the moment he could walk, he had a golf club at his hands. Unlike many celebrity kids who reject their parents' paths, Charlie loved the game. And he wasn't just playing because of his dad. He was genuinely good at it. By the time he was 12, people weren't comparing him to other junior golfers. They were comparing him to Tiger Woods at the same age. That's insane pressure for any kid. Every swing, every tournament, every mistake was under a microscope. Yet Charlie handled it exceptionally well. He stayed focused, practiced relentlessly, and showed respect to officials, competitors, and fans alike. He followed the rules, every single one. By all accounts, he was the model junior golfer, the kid everyone expected to succeed. Charlie Woods was the kind of player that golf organizations hold up as an example. This is how it's done. Fast forward to this year. He's now 15, ranked number 9 in the American Junior Golf Association. That's not just good, it's elite. He won his first AJGA tournament earlier this year at the Team TaylorMade Invitational. He even made his first ever hole-in-one at the PNC Championship, and the internet went wild. Charlie also helped his high school team win the Florida State Championship, sinking a clutch birdie on the final hole. Everything seemed perfect. He was on a clear path to becoming one of the greatest junior golfers ever. College scouts from Stanford, Florida State, and other top programs were vying for him. Brand deals were lining up, and whispers about his PGA Tour future were already starting. He seemed to have it all figured out, until he broke a rule. Now, let me be clear, this wasn't cheating. Charlie didn't move his ball illegally, lie about his score, or sneak around doing anything dishonest. What he did was much more controversial. It shook the foundations of junior golf itself. Here's what happened. During a major junior tournament, Charlie was paired with another competitor. On the surface, everything was normal, but this competitor was bending the rules in subtle ways, moving twigs that shouldn't be touched, taking questionable drops, things that might technically be allowed but clearly push the boundaries of fair play at high-end junior golf. There's an unwritten rule. You don't call out your competitors. Even if you notice something, most players stay silent. Why? Because the sport is meant to teach character, build relationships, and help players learn the game. Calling someone out can destroy reputations, ruin friendships, and create long-term conflicts. So most players, even when they see rule bending, just keep their heads down and focus on their own performance. But Charlie didn't stay silent. On the 15th hole, after watching his competitor take yet another questionable drop, he did something that shocked everyone on the course. Right there, in front of spectators and cameras, Charlie called over a rules official. He reported what he had seen and essentially said, "I think there's a problem here, and someone needs to check it out." Think about how huge this is. Golf is a sport built on honor and integrity. Technically, Charlie did exactly what the rules require. If you see a violation, you report it. But in junior golf, he had just broken a sacred, unwritten code. Players almost never call out their peers, no matter what. The reaction was intense. Some junior golfers called him a snitch. Parents of other competitors were furious, accusing him of trying to win through technicalities instead of skill. Social media lit up with debates. Half the community praised Charlie for his courage and commitment to fair play. The other half criticized him for ignoring the sport's long-standing etiquette. And here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just any junior golfer. This is Tiger Woods' son. Tiger Woods is one of the most influential figures in modern golf. Suddenly, Charlie's decision wasn't just about one tournament. It became a conversation about parenting, competition, and the next generation of golfers. Did Tiger encourage him? Was this a lesson in being bold and competitive, even if it made enemies? Or did Charlie act on his own? Here's the thing most people aren't discussing. Charlie Woods breaking this unwritten rule may be exactly what golf needs. The sport has always been defined by tradition, honor, and etiquette. But sometimes, those unwritten rules protect the wrong things. Sometimes, they let bad behavior go unchecked because no one speaks up. Maybe, just maybe, Charlie wasn't being a snitch. Maybe he was being honest, and honesty is something golf desperately needs more of. Think about it for a moment. If someone was cheating in basketball, you'd call it out immediately. In football, pointing out a rule violation is considered good sportsmanship. But golf has created this strange culture where reporting a problem makes you the bad guy, instead of the person actually bending the rules. Charlie's decision forced the sport to confront itself. The IT made people ask uncomfortable questions. Should junior golfers be more willing to report violations? Should fairness matter more than politeness? Are some long-standing traditions protecting the wrong people instead of the integrity of the game? The golf world didn't quite know how to respond. Some organizations quietly praised Charlie, saying he followed the rules exactly as intended. Others tried to downplay it, suggesting he could have handled it more discreetly. Tiger Woods mostly stayed silent publicly, but those close to the family say he's incredibly proud of Charlie for having the courage to do what he thought was right, even knowing the backlash that would come. And here's the real impact. Charlie didn't just break an unwritten rule. He sparked a movement. Other junior golfers started speaking up about questionable actions they had seen, but were too afraid to report. Parents began discussions about the balance between sportsmanship and social survival. Golf organizations began reviewing their policies on how violations should be handled. And here's the surprising part, the college scouts. Many assumed that after this controversy, schools would shy away from Charlie. Nobody wants drama, right? But the opposite happened. Interest in Charlie Woods actually grew. In an era where coaches are searching for athletes with character and leadership, Charlie proved he stands up for what he believes is right. Even when it's unpopular, Stanford, Florida State, and other top programs aren't just recruiting him for his skill. They're recruiting him for his integrity. He demonstrated qualities that can't be taught in practice: honesty, fairness, and courage under pressure. In college athletics, where scandals seem to be everywhere, that kind of character is priceless. And what about the other player? After a review, the rules official confirmed a few violations. They received penalty strokes that affected their final standings. It didn't change the tournament winner dramatically, but it proved Charlie wasn't imagining things. He was right to report it. More importantly, this incident revealed something larger about junior golf. It highlighted the tension between tradition and progress. It exposed a generational divide. Some players accept how things have always been done, while others, like Charlie, are willing to challenge the status quo. And this is where Tiger Woods' influence becomes even more fascinating. Tiger transformed professional golf, He changed athletic standards, the financial landscape, and who could see themselves as a top golfer. Now, it seems, Charlie is starting to make his own impact on the sports culture.